Alright, making an update video about the 1973 Dodge D100 with the 318. The 4 on the floor and the 410 gears. 4 on the floor, new process transmission with the granny gear first without the synchro. It's a hot day. That's my air conditioner, besides having the windows down. Alright. Yeah, I put that little spherical mirror on. I've got a new glove box door and liner on the way from eBay, and original equipment 1973 for D100. Pretty good condition, the one I bought from eBay, including the latch and the push latch. So that'll be replaced real soon. And I was having some troubles with the old man here recently. Now, of course, I have the air horn. That works great. And the Bluetooth radio works fantastic, sounds great. Have that hooked up to these box speakers, these JBLs right here. Positioned so I can hear them. Sounds fantastic. Bluetooth, what's that, I forgot what that is. That's an Alpine right there. And of course it works with the telephone. There's the microphone right there. It's a DIN radio, so I had to enlarge the opening from the old style knob radio opening that was in there. It fit like a champ. Of course, this right here I put in originally, that is a GPS. I have these in all my cars, actually, even my modern Ford Bronco. It's a GPS clock and speedometer, among other functions. It has other functions, but I use it as a clock and speedometer. It works great. But the problem I was having is this truck would, of course, the 318's been rebuilt, runs like a champ, no problem with that. But the problem was with this starting circuit. I would drive it for a while, runs like a champ. And when I'd stop, especially in the summer heat, I'd go to start it, it wouldn't start. A couple times it happened at home, so I put an inline spark tester on there. It wasn't getting spark. Fuel supply was fine. So I finally, I did it the long way, the hard way. Got the schematic out, and it's only in the starting circuit. You have I1, and then when you crank it, you have I2. And I1 provides power to the coil through the ballast, and I2 provides direct 13 volts from the battery to the coil for starting, and then of course the spring drops it back to I1, which provides passes the divides the 13 volts through the ballast resistor to provide about 9 or 10 volts almost to the coil instead of the 13. Took a while to diagnose, but I found the problem to be in the ballast. And also the coil was kind of iffy, so I went ahead and replaced the ballast, the coil, and found a couple of fishy wires, so I replaced the wires as well. And now it's been running like a champ. Starts up like first freaking spark. Starts up. I mean, purrs like a kitten. Let's go out. I'll show you if I can do this one-handed. Oh, hold on. This is a monster hood. Yeah, I still got a recording. So while I was in here, I went ahead and replaced the electronic ignition module. I didn't have to, but I went ahead. They're cheap, so I replaced it. There's the ballast. I think it's a RU12, if I'm not mistaken. I might be. Very common with Mopar. Went ahead and replaced that. There's some new wiring right there. I had some wires. Those are wires that are 13-volt battery wires that were had the sheathing was just stripped off. I mean, they were totally exposed. Oh yeah, new terminal. And if you can see or not, there's the new coil. Got a nice high quality coil. Oh, another thing. Oh, this is fascinating. This is the biggie. This made the most difference. As I was diagnosing, I should get a new voltage regulator, but hey, if it's working, it's working. As I was diagnosing, I found the coil to be wired backwards. Now, some coils are wired internally differently, but this particular coil is wired, so it could be wired backwards. And it ran, but it's not optimal. In other words, the positive was to the negative was to the positive. And when I was taking voltage measurements on I1 without the truck running, I was only getting 6 volts on positive and like something weird on negative. And I was like, what is this? And I'd go to the ballast resistor and I was getting something weird on that. And that's when I discovered that, wow, something's wrong here. And that's just through some troubleshooting, I realized that, hey, you know, these things were wired backwards. So I switched the wiring, and sure enough, the ballast was shooting off what should have been 9 volts. Came down here, and when I wired it properly, I got 9 volts exactly. It was almost 10 volts, like 9.89, right to the positive of the coil. So wiring it backwards was doing something funky in the circuit. So I wasn't getting full proper coil voltage with that wired backwards. Don't know, can't totally explain it because I don't know how that coil is wired internally. I don't have that schematic. If I had it, I'd be able to explain it. And of course, also the negative side of the coil goes directly to the electronic ignition, which internal to that is a switching transistor. So I don't know what effect it had on that either, but it was wired backwards, and that was a biggie because if the coil is wired backwards and it's internally constructed the way I think it is, that would send the electrons through the spark plug in the opposite direction. So instead of sending the electrons from the tip of the spark plug to the ground to create a proper spark, it would be sending the electrons from the ground probe to the tip, which would be an improper spark. That could also explain improper startup. And the problem I was having is I'd drive it for a while, it would get hot, it wouldn't start, and it would sometimes start after a cool down period. But a lot of things could explain that as well. But wiring the coil properly really solved the problem. But that ballast resistor over there, when I took that off the wall, it was disintegrating on the back. The ceramic or the adhesive on the back, it's got a ceramic housing and there's some adhesive that hides the coil resistors inside. It was just falling apart, so I replaced the ballast. I could actually bypass the ballast and not use it. Modern coils can take the full voltage, which I think I'm going to do. But it's running like a champ. There's the air horn, of course. It's running like a champ. Let's go ahead and start it. I've had like 30 starts and stops since I fixed it, and it has not failed once. I mean, like, first spark, man. And it's a hot day, and I've been running it. I've been driving for over an hour. There she is. 318, rebuilt. 2-barrel, purrs like a kitten. So I think I'm going to bypass that ballast, and that ballast gets really super hot, like too hot to the touch, even the new one. I don't like things getting that hot unless it's the exhaust manifold. Okay. Here it is. Dodge D100, 3/4 ton. Ah, 3/4 ton. Runs like a champ. Let me see if I can set this phone up. Do a little driving right now. Little gear shifting. Hear that new process. Tranny. Tranny used to mean something different back in the day. It meant transmission. Okay. No synchro. Trying to get my sunglasses on here. All right, I'm gonna do a second gear start. Saying hi. About to get on the highway. do a couple shifts here and we'll call it a day. Thanks for hanging out. I'll do a second gear start at a higher RPM so it doesn't shudder. Oh, I fixed the tailgate too. Tailgate wasn't working. Had to pull everything out. So there's little plastic clips that hold the rods to the latch. Got that fixed. Okay, that's it, fourth gear. Thanks for joining me. Alright, I stopped at a gas station real quick, so I'll show you this tailgate. The latch I had to drill out. These are 3 new stainless steel bolts. Machine screws, actually. Best I could do at the hardware store was some hex or Allens right here, but it worked like a champ. And also had to, in order to make these guys here fit, I had to put some spacers under here, which I used 2 washers for spacers. Go ahead and operate the latch. And what happened was, up in here, the pull rod that runs over to that locking mechanism came off up in there. Came off the latch, and there's a little plastic snap piece that holds it in there, and fortunately I have a bunch of those, and they fit some Chevy trucks as well as Rams, so I had a bunch of them and I was able to get that out of there and replace it. So got the tailgate running, and the next thing, like I told you, is the glove box. Fortunately, just to elaborate, I found on eBay a 73 D100 glove box. It's almost perfect except with the common crack down the middle right there, including the liner as well as the latch. Got a good deal on that, I thought. And I need the liner too. My liner is falling apart. So once that comes in, I mean, everything is working. Speedometer doesn't work that good, but that's why I have the GPS speedometer. The speedometer works a little bit on the wobbly side, but everything is looking good. All right, gonna go for a ride again. Okay. Oh, starts right up. Oh my God. You know, after a few times of being stranded, you get that horrible feeling. You know, that questioning of, oh, will it start? That little prayer you have to say. But it starts right up. We got some wires hanging down below the dash. I got to do a little wire management, a little tucky. Let's try a little reverse. Hit the road again. Oh, come on, you slug. Where's the camera? I'm not even sure which side the camera's on. It is hot. It's a hot booger. Dragging something. Hunter. Go ahead, get in front of me. A Kiwi car. Get off my rear end, buddy. Read my bumper. What does it say? There you go. Ah, it's an Audi. Always an aggressive driver in an Audi. Always. Subaru, whoopie-doo for my Subaru. Here's that truck that's dragging something. It's got a Pepsi dispensing machine in the back, and it's dragging a strap. Maybe I'll get a free Pepsi. Hey. Trying to find fourth and I hit reverse twice. What the fudge? Another Kiwi. Got a lot of Kiwis down here. Kiwi cars. I don't think I could drive a Kiwi. See a lot of men driving them too. I can understand a lady driving a Kiwi car, but not a man. There's a Toyota Pius. This guy to my left stopped right next to me and is looking over. I think he's looking at my fuzzy dice. A lot of people admire my fuzzy dice. I don't want to acknowledge him. Not going to acknowledge you. You're not my type. Another stoplight. I'm driving through town now. Know where I am, look up Malloy Ford in Charlottesville. I'm right in front of it right now. Go to Google Maps, Malloy Ford in Charlottesville. I'm sitting right in front of it. Here's a Pepsi guy. Hey dude, you got a strap hanging. What is that? It's the Subaru. There's a Mazda. I don't see many Mazdas down here. Mazda. Going under an underpass. Hey, hang on, let me hit the... There we go. A little 318 action. Pepsi guys. Another light. monoline. I know you're a Ford. Alright, which gear? Which gear? Which gear? 3, 2. Ow! Caught by the light. What's in the left-hand turn lane? What is that little alien-looking thing? What the hell is that? Oh, another Toyota Prius. That was a weird-looking Prius. Got a Toyota pickup behind me. There's that Toyota. There's the toy. Oh, it's a... What is that? Got it. Turd. Oh, it's a turd. It's a Toyota Turd Edition. What the hell is that? What's a TURD edition of a pickup truck? I'm not sure you're off to a good start when you buy that edition. Another light. Come into the light. Now I gotta... Oh, can I stay in fourth gear? Yes. That is a black Toyota something or another. They all look the damn same to me. They all look like a little tennis shoe. Some kind of sport utility. Might be a RAV4. You know, these sport utilities, they all used to have their unique style, and now they all look the same, man. They're all like a little tennis shoe. There's a Jeep. There's a Wrangler, which ought to be called a CJ5 or CJ7 or CJ9 or whatever, but now it's a Wrangler. Not sure what anyone wrangles in that damn thing, but I should have stuck with the CJ name. Civilian Jeep. That's an ugly car. That's buff-ugly. Buff-ugly. And it was brand new too. I think it was another Kiwi. I think Kiwi's got some ugly, buff-ugly cars, man. There's a Land Cruiser. I like those. Alright. Still got the Jeep in front of me. The Wrangler, it's white. Got the back window blacked out because I can't see if there's any stupid ducks in the window. You've been ducked. your Jeep, I'm going to give you a duck. Here's a ducky. Here's a rubber ducky. You can put it in your window, or you can bathe with it in your bathtubby. A little ducky for your Jeepy. I like you. I'm gonna give you a duck. On my right's an old Tahoe. Pretty cool. Maroon, burgundy, old Tahoe. Nice. Nice old Tahoe. I like them when the body parts start falling off of them. Then they start looking good. Yeah, I'm going left. Don't cut me off. I'll use my air horn. Okay, Jeep, come on, you can go. Come on, come on. We're not in the Badlands, bro. You can take it out of four-wheel drive low. It's just a road. He's playing with his ducks. That's the problem. He's getting all his ducks in a row. Got to get all the ducks in a row. Cherokee. Wonder how Jeep was able to keep that name. Cherokee, you know, in a day where sports teams like the Indians and the Redskins, they can't keep their names, but the Jeep can keep Cherokee. I wonder what Indian chief they paid off for that crap. I wonder how much wampum they had to come out of pocket to keep the name Cherokee. A lot of wampum, I'm sure. I think they still make Cherokees. Oh, I got a squeaky brake pedal. I love it when it backfires. After fire. Going around a traffic circle. Traffic calming. A traffic calming measure. Alright. Shouldn't be any more lights between here and home. Don't creep up on me. I'll hit the air horn. I'm going 5 over and no mo. A Nissan Cup of truck. Back off. Making a Louie. Making a slow Louie here, buddy. Oh, you are too. And it's one of them modern Toyota. What's that behind it? What's that modern Toyota SUV? 4Runner. It's a modern 4Runner. Hi, Jeep. Oh, he's got ducks. Ooh, who's this? Damn. All right. All right. Nice. Someone checking their mail. There are certain cars, I don't know, maybe people go to Consumer Reports or some crap to buy their cars, but there's some cars that are just so damn ugly. It could be the best car in the world. Consumer Reports could say it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. You gotta have it. But if it's buff ugly, if it's ugly, I ain't buying it. Another traffic circle. Stay. Subaru. Be handsome like my 73 I'm driving. Patina is okay. It's just got to be handsome. It's got to be a looker. Ford F-150. I wouldn't buy one of those because there's too damn many of them. Damn many. I've never been one to follow the herd. I'm not a herd guy. What's this? Ram 1500, made by Praying Mantis, one of the new ones. Another Ram 1500 made by Praying Mantis. driving it, because you really got to drive it. It doesn't drive itself. Alright, take a left hand. This guy keeps following me. This is the same car on my tail feather. Another praying mantis ram. Foreskin that's been behind me. Hope it's not a neighbor. I don't know a neighbor with a Toyota foreskin. Thanks for joining me. Oh, this dude is following me. I should have went past my street.